The power of focus. How to develop clean, deep focus. Have you bought a car you really like? After you get it, something very weird happens. Every time you're out, you see similar cars like yours, even though you were not paying attention to them before the purchase. What's going on here? You begin to notice similar things that were given certain amount of attention previously. Some people tell you that you can bring situations or circumstances into your life only by focusing on what you want. You might believe that, or you might not. Even if you don't, you have to admit that people who keep their goals on their mind are more alert. They see things that others miss. I have encountered this many times in the past. When I just started my first business back when I was in school in New York City, my first priority was to get my website up and running. It was very difficult for me to do this. I didn't know from where to begin, from where to start. I also had my studies on my mind all the time when I was in college. It felt like I was twisted in two different directions, leading to two different outcomes. I couldn't manage both. I decided to leave school and focus on my business ventures. I had to sustain my focus on my business in order to make it work. Sustaining focus indefinitely can be quite difficult. There's so much more in life fighting for our attention, so it really helps if you can prioritize things. Make this goal one of the most important things in your life, so it stays with you, and it should be something that stimulates you all the time when you think about it and when you do it, when you complete things. That way it won't be easy to drown out by the background of the noise you get on a regular basis from certain activities and people that are screaming for your attention all the time. In this way, you notice more opportunities, you have more breaks, and you increase your chances of success. Just be alert, observe your environment and the people you meet every day. When your chance comes, you'll be able to see it and grab it. It is all about focus. There are usually three dimensions of time: past, present, and future. We define the idea of time by expressing any of those three factors. You cannot work very efficiently when you are in the past. Like, for example, when you're reminded of a conflict you had with friends and family, and all of a sudden your mind is absorbed by it. You cannot focus on your work. You have to distract yourself from past thoughts and experiences that are crowding your ability to think and execute tasks in order to perform at your best. Living in the past will bring guilt and grief. These emotions have negative connotation, and they usually drain your energy. They simply use the fuel you need to get the job done. That's why thinking about the past while trying to work is going to damage your productivity. When you think about the future, it can also damage your productivity. It can be quite dangerous, especially while you're trying to work. We associate emotions like fear and anxiety when we are uncertain about the future, creating these mental blocks that are preventing us from being more creative and productive on our work. In fact, when you think of your future, this can cause inaction or procrastination because of doubts and uncertainty, especially if you lack a certain level of confidence in your ability to get tasks and activities and even projects done. Don't get too concerned over the future, because the actions you take today, right now, will bring you the new future. In other words, you are creating your own path as you go along. The only way to deeply focus on your work is when you pay attention on the now, or being present. This is when you experience the emotions of joy, happiness, and love. In fact, those positive emotions give you energy. This is the way and the only way to get focused at your work. And when you detach yourself from the past, from the future, you can completely focus on the now. Let's do a quick exercise. Close your eyes for 10 seconds and focus on your breathing as you inhale and exhale. Then open your eyes and try to notice those little things that are surrounding you. Notice the colors, the objects, the shapes of things. Now, you want to dive into your work by noticing all those small details of the task you're trying to complete. You want to play with those details and just have fun with them as you execute them one by one until completion. That's how you develop clean focus and get the job done much faster. To be able to focus for a long period of time is not a gift. It is not about how intelligent you are either. You don't need to have a high IQ in order to be able to focus over a long period of time in order to get things done. Focus is like a muscle. It grows with use. And very interestingly, you can maintain your focus through passion. You have to be passionate in what you're doing, regardless of the results you're going to get. See, most people get discouraged easily from the things that don't work or encounter failures along the way. Only passion and self-direction provide the ability to stay longer and focus on your work until you get the success you desire. There's no magic pill to get focused at your work. You need to have this inner drive to keep going, and you cannot allow the luxury to get sidetracked from your work because clearly you have dreams to feed. If what you do is not based on passion, you're gonna find yourself distracted very easily all the time by small and productive activities. Finding your passion can be a difficult path, but once you get there, there's no coming back. You do whatever it takes to get what you desire, creating this unstoppable belief of inevitability. This is what you want, and this is what passion does. Focus is closely related to the passion you have about your projects and their progress. The question is, how to create passion? Passion is not created, it is found. You need to look for things that you're really good at. There's usually a difference between a skill and a talent. Skill is something you develop over time, but talent is something that you already have. You were born with it. Talent can sleep inside yourself until you find it one day. The key is to get involved in different activities that interest you the most, and you'll find your passion through your talents. Some people are born with abilities they cannot explain because they were genetically transferred from generations to come. Skills, on the other hand, can become like a talent with hard work, a lot of dedication and invested time in order to become better at some area of interest. Passion, more than anything else, creates this deep, clean focus to stay on tasks, projects and activities until you see a substantial value out of them and even beyond. In case you want to learn more about how to get focused on your work, visit my blog at doubletimetoday.com/get-focus. That is doubletimetoday.com/get-focus for more information about how to get focused at your work. I'm Chris Diamond, and I'll see you there.